W.F. House presents an unabridged recording of Non-Stop by Brian Aldiss, narrated by Jonathan Johns.
A community which cannot or will not realize how insignificant a part of the universe it occupies is not truly civilized. That is to say, it contains a fatal ingredient which renders it, to whatever extent, unbalanced. This is the story of one such community. An idea, which is man-conceived, unlike most of the myriad effects which comprise our universe, is seldom perfectly balanced. Inevitably, it bears the imprint of man's own frailty. It may fluctuate from the meager to the grandiose. This is the story of a grandiose idea. To the community, it was more than an idea. It became existence itself. For the idea, as ideas will, had gone wrong and gobbled up their real lives. Part 1. Quarters. 1. Like a radar echo bounding from a distant object and returning to its source, the sound of Roy Complain's beating heart seemed to him to fill the clearing. He stood with one hand on the threshold of his compartment, listening to the rage hammering through his arteries. "Well, go out then if you're going. You said you were going." The shrill sarcasm of the voice behind him, Gwenny's voice, propelled him into the clearing. He slammed the door without looking back, a low growl rasping the back of his throat, and then rubbed his hands together painfully in an attempt to regain control of himself. This was what living with Gwenny meant, the quarrels arising out of nothing, and these insane bursts of anger tearing like illness through his being. Nor could it ever be clean anger. It was muddy stuff, and even at its full flood, the knowledge was not hidden from him that he would soon be back again, apologizing to her, humiliating himself. Complain needed his woman. This early in the waking period, several men were about. Later they would be dispersed about their business. A group of them sat on the deck, playing Travel Up. Complain walked over to them, hands in pockets, and stared moodily down between their ragged heads. The board, painted on the deck, stretched twice as far as the span of a man's outstretched arms. It was scattered with counters and symbols. One of the players leaned forward and moved a pair of his blocks.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?